Hello everyone, in this video tutorial I am going to show you how to use the deployment slot. In this video tutorial I have already created the my app services where my web app deployment slot. So what is the use of deployment slot? If your application is running and already deployed and you make the same changes in the production application and you have to make some changes, then instead of deploying onto the directly to the production, you have to deploy into a different slot and you have to check whether the changes is working or not. If everything is working, you can directly swap without any downtime. You can directly swap or you can directly move to the your production side. So let's check how to do that. So this is our default application we are using in all the videos. Now I have to publish this application into our my web app. So first of all I have to create a deployment slot. To go to deployment, then deployment slot. By default this feature is not available in the free version, so you have to upgrade the plan. So you have to just upgrade it, then we can choose the standard one, then select upgrade. Now the plan is upgraded. Just wait. Now this option is coming for slot, then click on the add slot. Just give the name for, let's say I'm giving the test. Don't clone the setting, or we choose the my web slot. You can clone all the settings for this, then click on the add button. So creating the, it will take, is in progress. Creating the new slot, you can define the traffic. Okay, what, how much traffic you want to move onto the production. Let's say I giving just for 20% for just running. So we can save the deployment slot. So here are two slots. This slot also have their, so you, as you can see, test my web test. This has already the default URL of this slot. So as you can say, my web slot test, and this one also have their own URL. My overview, you can check. So this is your live URL, production URL, and this is for the test URL. As you can see, it's mentioned in the URL also. So these both are the separate and they work on the separately. Now first I am going to deploy the application onto the production. So go to Solution Explorer, right click, publish, then add profile, Azure, click on the next button, Windows, next. Now just wait, it's loading. Now my web app, then deployment slot, you can, this is my deployment slot. Then first I am going to deploy onto the main website, main or production website. That's not deploying onto the this slot. So first I am deploying into the my web app slot. Finish. Then no, stop, yes. Then it will taking some time installing ASP.NET Core site extension. First time it will take some time. Now the deployment is done successful and it's now this is loaded. So if you refresh this one, this is our live site, production site in FS, then it show the, but it remain unchanged. The test one is remain unchanged. Now what should I am doing? I make the some changes into the code. Let's say I am adding the test, and now I can make the new profile, then Azure, click on the next, then Windows, click on the next, Then instead of deploying onto the main site, I am deploying onto the test. Then it will taking some time. Now it publish, adding the directory all files. Now it automatically launch the URL, or just we copy and paste here. It will show the test. So now it will show the test, and this one is showing without test. Or we can just refresh here. This is also the test URL. So we can just refresh it. It show the test, and this one is now. So main site is showing hello world, and the test site is showing hello world test. Now suppose if you are okay, the tests, the changes are good, and you have to apply onto the production. There is a two way. Either you can publish the same application onto the live site, or you can make the swap. Either way, you can use the both approach. So I am going to swap the application. So just be focused here. Our live site URL, and it's working here. The test is showing the test. So when after the swap, it will become the test, and it will become the live. So just make the swap, click on the swap. So I have this one, source from target, start swap. This is your, yeah, this is your production. So start swap, swapping slot, test and production. It will taking some time to swap the application. You can see it's still swapping. Now, as you can see, message successfully swapping slot, test and production. So just refresh this page. Now the live site become the test site, and the test site become the live site. So in this way, without any downtime, you can swap the your application. I hope you understand how to use the deployment select. You can create as many slots you want as per your requirement. So if you still have any questions, then you feel free to ask. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.